Welcome back to my channel. I'm a mum of twins, an educational designer, and I was a teacher for 15 years, and now I am bringing educational philosophies into the home to make your life easier. So, do you feel like your toys are taking over your house? Are they everywhere? Are there boxes? Are there bits missing? Are you constantly saying, tidy up your toys, put them away please, and then feel like at the end of the day, you're the one sitting there having to put everything back in its right place and you're tearing your hair out? I have a solution for you. So in my house with my twins, when we get beautiful presents from grandma, or we buy new things, or there's a birthday, they come in these lovely boxes, which are great, all different ends and sizes and shapes. And then what happens is boxes get put away by little hands and they get ripped and torn, and then the lid gets sat next to you and someone sits on it and then breaks it, and then you get upset, and it's a whole spiral that works down. So what I do with all of the games and boxes that I have is I actually rip apart the box. So I take everything on the inside, I put it in a zip wallet, I cut the shape of what it is, so you can see on the picture on the front, and I put it into a zip wallet. It's a huge space saver, and your children can put it away, take it out, and play with it really easily, and they don't need to ask your help to open fiddly boxes or try and jiminy it back on. So here I have a puzzle. Here is the picture of the puzzle that they need to do with all the puzzle pieces. Super easy, pop them back in, little hands can zip it shut. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to take up less space than that giant puzzle box that grandma got you. Games are all readily available. You can see them easily and you can access them. It's my top space-saving hack, and it helps your children be able to put away and get out their toys by themselves. Let them be independent, let them respect their toys, and let them put them away and learn how to take care of their own space. So the bane of everyone's life is Lego. How do you feel about Lego as a parent? Do you love Lego? Or do you hate when Lego comes through the door? I have just joined the Lego party with my children, and I am constantly being asked of organizational hacks, space-saving hacks. What do I do with all of the Lego? And as a new parent, I'm very open and willing for advice. So if you've got a comment to share with me, please tell me how you do it, because I am definitely a new mum wanting to know how everyone does it. But what I have started doing is I'm using my Montessori trays. So I used these trays when the twins were toddlers for them to be able to pick up an activity, not have things slide and fall off the table, because children, toddlers especially, get really frustrated by that. And I use them for games. If I'm pulling out a puzzle and they want to have all the puzzle pieces, I'll give it to them on the tray so everything doesn't get lost. They can do half of it, come back to it later. So this was actually a birthday present, which is why it's been ripped open by the wrapping paper. So excuse the wrapping paper. So this one came in two parts. Part two, and I've clearly opened part one with my daughter. So what I've done is, for part one, we didn't get through it all in one go. It's quite epic, and I do actually want her to be able to learn how to follow the instructions. So what I've done is I've given her her own tray. So she's got her instructions. This is what she's built and followed so far. She did this in like 20 minutes, and then we had to go out, we had to go to lunch. I was like, leave it in the tray, it's fine, you can come back to it later. And then she's got all the bits that she needs in part one. I mean, really? They are absolutely minuscule. So this way, at least nothing's going to get lost. And then when she finds it on page 765, she's actually got the tiny piece of whatever she needs in it. And I love that it just stays compartmentalized. It's not taking over your life. Not like, Mommy, I've lost it. And so my plan is that we will build this. It will look beautiful. We will display it on a shelf for a few weeks. Maybe you're a kinder mum than me. And then I will be repackaging it in one of my beautiful zippy wallets with the instructions at the front. And I'll be cutting the front of the box, putting that in the front. And then when she next wants to build it, it's ready and waiting. One of my favorite playroom hacks, and this might actually surprise you, is I try to keep as few toys in the playroom as possible. So I live in a rental. I don't have the chance to build beautiful built-in cupboards and hide toys all over the house. I have to do with what I've got. And I happened to stumble across a wonderful under the stairs, I like to call it like an Aladdin cave. And my husband was like, oh, that'd be great for the bikes and the tennis rackets and whatever. And I was like, absolutely not. Go and put the things that you use once a year somewhere else that I can't see them. This is an everyday cupboard in a perfect location right next to where I like the kids to play. And I'm going to use it for all the kids' toys. So we have a really good toy rotation system where I can hide things and then bring them back out 1, 2, 3, even 4 weeks later. And they've completely forgotten about it. And it's a brand new toy. So let me show you. So toy rotations are amazing. They can often be a little bit daunting, and we don't want it to be daunting. Like, the general science of an entire toy rotation is pick something your children haven't seen in a while. Just keep it fresh, keep it interesting. How often do you rotate the toys is a question that I get asked all the time. And I would actually say 2 things. Number 1, it depends on the age of your children. The younger they are, the more frequent you need to rotate the toys. And number 2, it depends on your children. If they've got the, I don't know, the pens, they've got Creative Station out and they're absolutely loving it, don't put it away. If they've got the cars out and they're just playing with train tracks for hours and hours, you don't need to take it away to rotate it for another toy. But I actually would say this is one of my top teacher tips. When your children are playing with a toy, it's kind of like a mountain. So the interest starts and then they see it and then they get interested and they play and they play and they play. And then what happens is the interest peaks and then it goes back down again. Always swap a toy here at the end of the peak. So let them really enjoy it, but don't let it get back to boring and they're totally over it before you've swapped it. If that's humanly possible, I mean, you know your children really well, but if that's possible, that's the best time to swap your toys over, because what you've done is you've kind of got the maximum out of it, and then you've refreshed and made something new and alive so that they're not bored of it. You've hidden it from them. And the next time you bring out that train set or those Magna-Tiles or that specific unicorn coloring book, they're still going to have that love and passion and attachment to it, that they're going to be interested in it and play independently. And that's really what we're aiming for. Independent, successful learning at home.